7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment in Middle Georgia sales and services.
Coke, don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a meal.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
Hey, you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
Hey, you better not lose.
Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a label.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
Hey, you better not lose.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
What it do?
What's going on?
Hello.
How
What's
was
good?
your
What's
weekend? How was your weekend? We got Kenneth Hurst. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Hurst. Thank you for being the first to sign on. TCC is in the house. Y'all had a good day today?
Yeah, we did. I just had a conversation about them, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yes, let's not.
Okay.
It's too early. It's too early. Let them get in the door.
Yes, let them get in the
Okay.
door first. So
Okay, I'm gonna let them get in the dust.
I don't. Where are y'all? Where y'all? Y'all come say hello. Don't y'all miss us? It's been a whole weekend. What's going on, Mr. Worthing? Swainsboro Tiger in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. Mapp, how you doing, friend? He said checking in from Greene County. Somebody got to do it. Well, we appreciate you. We're so glad to see you back. You know, you fight this. You live to fight another day, Mr. Mapp. Y'all will be back. Y'all will be back.
Sure.
For sure. So I'm glad you decided to say hello to us. We be missing y'all. So thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. Y'all kind of slow to come in. Y'all hung over from this weekend. I know it was a lot. It was definitely a lot going on.
I think a lot of people like me and still hung over from Saturday. I mean from Sunday.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, we hung over from Sunday.
Oh,
Because if you're a true Falcon fan, that means you're a true Georgia fan, and you took Saturday and you like, you know what? Something gonna balance out my weekend and make it right. Falcons won, everybody else in the division lost. So that's what you working with. That's what you running with.
yeah. That's what. And don't come in here. I'm not reading that, Mr. Williams. I just say welcome. I'm not reading that mess. They gets no love over him. Just for that, I'm rooting for Toombs County. Hush. Hush, Mr. Williams.
So somebody else besides me on that BS today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey man.
I am. I'm pissed. I'm very pissed. But it's all good. It's all good. But welcome anyway. Don't come here with bullshit though, Mr. Williams.
You know what, Jess? The sun shines on a dog's butt sometimes.
Well, they're shining a light on them.
They better enjoy it because they mess around and lose to Vanderbilt. Ooh, Lord, have mercy on them.
They still gonna say they beat UGA. That's a
Yeah.
feather in their hat these days. So, well,
Okay.
I don't know about that anymore. Let's see what's going on, Miss Rodriguez. How are you? Welcome to the podcast. That's right, Mr. Hurst. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Loyal. We ain't bandwagon over him. Meanwhile, the Alabama fan can't tell you who the coach was before Nick Saban. Don't be like 30. You shut up. We tell you talk Swainsboro, don't talk nothing else. How about that? Come on, Mr. Williams. Come on. But yeah, so today we're gonna recap some things. Talk about the last weekend's games, and of course there are a couple of things that happened off the field that we can kind of discuss as well. So let's hop to it. Why is everybody quiet? Why y'all so quiet, Shawty? What you laughing at, Mr. Map? What did I say now? What did I say?
I don't know what you said, but let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room so we can get it out the way.
I was waiting on some more people to come in, but
What's the elephant today, bro?
The elephant in the room.
there's a couple of elephants in the room, but
It sounds like a whole zoo in the room right now.
but you know,
Hmm.
you know
But
what
you know what though? On
Let's
a
talk
serious
about.
note though,
Can I do this though? Before
huh?
we get to that, because there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Can we get to this? Can Yo and I talk about our experience last week while everybody's coming in? How you doing, Mr. Reese? Go Roswell Hornets.
Go ahead
So
and get it out. Go ahead. You
okay,
got it.
so so this weekend's Auntie and Unc are tired. Okay, we decided to be very, what do you call, would you say adventurous, Yo? Is that what you call us?
Sound good to me.
Okay, so we were really adventurous. We have gone to Southwest Georgia twice in 2 days. We went to the middle of Alabama, and I also went to Southeast Georgia, or middle and Southeast Georgia. So Thursday, Yo and I took White Lightning to Albany to watch Peach County and Westover play. Um, my my voice has been a little raspy for the past couple of weeks, but it's definitely raspy after Thursday night because I let my opinion be known.
Did
Uh,
that now.
so then we came back home to Middle Georgia, got back in the car the next day, and we drove down to Thomas County, Georgia. We drove through the Rose City, which is located in Thomas County, and we watched Thomas County Central and Lee County on the field. And it was a little overcast and it rained a little bit, but we thugged it out. I will say this. I enjoyed the atmosphere. If y'all never been to a Thomas County Central game, it reminded me of the old Anderson Stadium in Peach County. I had a great time. They are really serious about football down there. They were in there blowing bubbles. They got the little gender reveal sticks that shoot out confetti every time they score. Is all over the stadium. I would be so pissed off if I had to clean up behind y'all. Like I that would upset me, but it was confetti everywhere. Saw two good teams battle it out. Very impressed with Thomas County Central, especially their offensive line, their defensive line, their quarterback. Yo thought it was the running back running one time. And
Yeah.
and number two, the running back. Deuce, yes. I mean, it was just great meeting. I finally got to meet Obadiah. I met Heather Rodriguez, who is just, I'm telling you, she's just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. She's just a beautiful, beautiful person. Her handsome son, and you make sure you split that prize money with them. Got to meet saw Earl again. What's up, fam? Got to meet our nephew Cam, and we even got to meet Coach Lovejoy, Shakira's daddy.
Mhm.
So
And he informed me that he is still keeping receipts.
he sure did. He sure did. We even went over and talked to shout out to Coach Everett. We saw him at Lee County. We went over there and talked to them as well. So it was just a great experience. And then Saturday, we went to Tuskegee to see my Fort Valley Wildcats. We came back, and y'all know what happened Saturday night. But anyway, it was just a great weekend for me.
Yeah, and I thought the Bulldog loss. Well, it still kind of hit me a little bit in the chest on the right side, but I think the Falcons and the way they played Sunday kind of gave me a little relief from that. You know, I don't think Alabama is a better team than Georgia, but for some reason, it's like Kirby just cannot coach against the Alabama Crimson Tide, and I just don't understand why.
I'm gonna give you this analogy. Georgia is to Tennessee what Alabama is to Georgia.
Yeah,
I can ride with that, and I'm gonna say this: that offensive tackle for Georgia, I forgot his name, but I know he's from Westlake High School. He's only a freshman, so he's gonna get better.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one from Langston Hughes.
No, the left tackle from Westlake, if I ain't mistaken.
No,
But my
with
thing
that,
is, I'll check with that. But thing is, we know we're talking about the left tackle. Bottom line is this: if he had did what he had been doing all season, which made him start as a freshman, which is ball people, Cash Jones and Kirby Smart would be the heroes right now.
Okay, now let me just stop you right there. Okay,
go ahead.
You got McCray, who has shown that one guy is not finna tackle me. You got 4th and 1. You're down 3. Okay, I understand. These games been tight. You're not trying to go into overtime. Crazy stuff can happen. You know what? We finna end this shit right now. I do not hurry up to that line and give Cash Jones. Now, for some reason, and I have nothing against Cash Jones, but for some reason, the Georgia faithful they just got too much. Maybe it's faithfulness that he has been to the program. You know, and don't get me wrong, Cash Jones is a decent player. I'm not knocking him. But that was not his time. That was not his time. You tried to make a martyr hero out of someone that didn't deserve to be at that time. You bring in your heavy package. You bring in who you know gonna get that 1 yard, keep that drive going, burn up some more clock, put a touchdown on the board, and then we talking about a different outcome right here.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, Cash Jones is not that dude. Stop, Georgia, Kirby Smart, Bobo alumni. Stop trying to make Cash Jones that dude. Cash Jones is not that dude. That's number one. Number two.
That's number one.
The play call was perfect because what Georgia came out in was you had 3 wide receivers to the left, short side of the field, along with a flex tight end out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the left, to the short side of the field. You went hurry up because Cash Jones was already in on the previous play.
Mm-hmm.
That left side, wide open. Why? Because Alabama did not know how to react to that formation. So I'm going to give this to Mike Bobo and Kirby. You called the perfect play. The thing is,
the wrong personnel, bro.
You had the wrong personnel in at the time of the call because, again, Cash Jones, as bad as y'all want Cash Jones to be that dude, he's not. Now, I'm going to say this. If that left tackle had made the block and crashed down like he was supposed to, it would have been a first down at a minimum, touchdown at the best, right? Because that left side was wide open. Alabama had nobody on there. I'm sorry, the right side of the offense. Alabama had nobody over there. Wide open. Now, with that being said, number 3, we should not have been in that position. Why? Because of a drop touchdown pass. By whom? Another freshman. I do not expect that freshman to make the same mistake again. I expect him to learn from it. Okay. But
Yeah,
That
thank you.
moment, that
Not
moment was
interrupted, bro. I'm
just
sorry. Thank
that
you,
moment was
Mr.
just too
Kersey.
big for that guy.
Yeah, Mr. Kersey, he did confirm both Hughley and Glover, sophomore and true freshman, are from Langston Hughes.
Okay. So
And
why you
shout out to Langston Hughes. I know they had
Okay.
another tackle to commit to Georgia this week. Also, right,
But
Mr. Kersey.
but at the end of the day, this is all I can say. Alabama made their miscues. Georgia had more than ample opportunities to capitalize on it. And we got to go back earlier in the game when Kirby left money on the table. At a minimum, that game should have went into overtime. At a minimum.
Yeah. All
But
right.
that's neither here nor there.
Jay
Can we get on to high school football?
I'm trying to. Jay Stuck,
Okay.
what's going on? Go Indians. I'm assuming, are you an Irwin County Indian? Welcome to the podcast. What's going on, Tick? How you doing? Hey, Jeremy, how you doing? Mr. McKelvin, Ware County checking in. Tough loss, but you shouldn't hold your heads down because y'all played really well. What's going on, Mr. Kirksey? Um, Evan Reese says, speaking of TCC, on Friday's show, you said the TCC stadium is in Thomasville, and if you pull up City of Thomasville on Google Map, it shows that the stadium is actually right outside the city limits. Shakira said, "Man, that's Thomasville. Zip it."
Yeah, I know who that coming up in here about talking about semantics. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad.
Yeah, because
come on now, trying to be a little bit too technical. Come on now.
Because like, and maybe that's not like it's not like that up there in the in the metro area, but in the country. Listen, I live outside the city limits, but the address says Fort Valley, Georgia. My daddy's house was in Crawford County, but he had a Fort Valley
Address.
address. So you can't really go by that, Mr. Reese. And then this girl I went to school with, she went to school in Thomaston. She had a Roberta phone number and she had a Cologne address. So it's the country. That's how things work. Mr. Hughes, welcome to the podcast. He said ECI Bulldogs creeping into the single A Division 2 polls after a big win over Metter. Yes, shout out to ECI. And Metter, you are who we thought you were.
Did it to us again.
But that's okay. Let's see. Trick Worthy. Okay, you calling on them folk. Courtney Williams, old stinking self already in him, Mr. Worthy. You ain't have to tag him. What's going on, Jordan BJ? Welcome. Tick says, welcome to Macon. Well, all you need to catch an alligator is a piece of red string, some tape, PVC pipe, and a black t-shirt.
My Lord.
Good. I know that alligator wish he was back on Alligator Alley.
But my thing is, what the hell he doing in the drive-thru? He trying to order a dope cheeseburger?
He was over there by Rocky Creek. He came out of Rocky Creek. I guess
but he all in the McDonald's drive-thru.
Nah, the joker trying to get some chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, I believe so, bro.
He should stay where he was because he didn't realize exactly where he was.
The darn making boy went playing with him.
So,
hey, say that again, Yoko. That show got on it now.
But the making boy went playing with him, Joe.
No.
So for those of you who don't know, in Macon, Georgia, the other day on Rocky Creek Road, there is a creek over there. In the McDonald's parking lot, there was an alligator. So most people see an alligator, especially in Georgia, and like, oh, let me get the heck on. Not these fools in Macon, Georgia. They done put a leash on the alligator. They taking pictures with it and everything, videos. It was crazy.
Duct tape them. First they put electrical tape, little black electrical tape around him. Then they got a black t-shirt around him. I'm talking about, boy, Lord have mercy. I've been trying to realize and understand and decide, is Macon really a real place, man?
Check this out. We would ninja read something in a minute, Jack.
What you say?
We would ninja read something in a minute.
And I tell people, Macon is a place you have to experience. You can't tell people. You got to experience this place. These people, and it's so diverse. And for all them crazy fools over there, these the same crazy food that stole the hearse from the man house. You know what I'm saying? You had the coroner making crazy commercial because they around here killing they folk. Now they ain't gonna kill you, they'll just rob you. But if they know you, they'll kill you. But then you have some of the most accomplished, just smartest, richest people in the state at the same time. It's just I can't describe making. These people are crazy. That's all I can say. Stephen Wynn checking in from Trojan Nation in Leesburg. This past weekend felt like an episode of Sesame Street, and the letter of the day was L. Lee County, Phoebus, Georgia FSU, and Carolina Panthers all took the L. That they did. Dwayne, y'all were the one the Lord chose. Well, that's what you get for thinking. I told you about thinking. You don't know what the hell you be talking about. 6 says Cash Jones should not have had the ball. He wasn't strong enough to stiff arm. Right plan, wrong man. What's going on, Oscar Miles? Courtney, don't make me block you. You just hush. If you ain't talking about Swainsboro, you be quiet. Now.
What Courtney got going on? I heard you say something about it.
He rolling with the tide. Just shut up. And then you don't even have no commentary. You just talking about excuses. Why don't you present a counter argument? Never mind, don't present no counter argument. Just hush.
Yeah, I've been kind of riding with your Courtney on your Swainsboro Tigers. You just lost me, bro.
And Dwayne, with them you saw what happened to that Gator in Macon today. Yesterday, you just need to be quiet.
What's going on?
What's going on, Danny Jones, Larry Boyd, hush. I ain't gonna even welcome you. You just hush. I'm not reading nothing about that. What's going on, Mr. Reddick? How are you? It was good to meet you on Friday night as well.
My lord. Let me see.
Mr. Wynn says, when I first moved to Lee County in 2016, I had an Albany address in Lee County. A lot of people got that, Mr. Wynn. A lot of it. What's going on, Faison Cecil? Wheeler County did beat Hawkinsville. Congratulations. I'm assuming you're a Wheeler County fan, and welcome to the podcast. Darius said the Gator just wanted a big man. I reckon so. Let's see. Darius said that's around Bloomfield. Help the Gator. What you know about Bloomfield, Mr. Kirksey? You've been around, haven't you? You have been around. Jimmy Westbrook, welcome to the podcast. He says, greetings to the panel on the Hill. Representative reporting for the smoke. Well, welcome, Mr. Westbrook. We didn't see you last week. Glad you came back. Mr. Watkins says, very good week for Doherty after a great win over rivals Monroe. You really, because I saw Doherty was down, 19 to 3 or something. And then next thing I know, y'all at 123-19. So that was a pretty good win for you guys. Danny Jones, that's the alligator from Florida in search of a new bowl game this year. What's going on, Mr. Benjamin? How are you? Happy Monday, fam. Hope all is well and your weekend was great. When will you all do another meet and greet with your listening fans? Had to take the day off from them Cowboys. Peace and blessings. Well, y'all tied. That was a 4-hour game, and you tied with Green Bay. So, I mean, you can hang your hat on that. What's going on?
Hold on, Jeff. Hey, real fast, Jeff. You're more than welcome to join us in December at the state championship games.
Yes.
That'll be the next time we will all get together and love to meet our fans. We met a bunch of guys and gals last year. Man, shout out to Brooks County, Toombs County, Carver, Langston Hughes, just to name a few. Burt County, man, we met them all. So feel free, Mr. Benjamin. You in that area? I think you are southwest of Cab, ain't you? Make sure you come over to the Benz and see us.
Yes. Mr. Jones, welcome to the podcast. I know y'all had a tough loss. I don't know if you were in Thomasville Friday Thomasville / Thomas County Friday.
Thomasville.
I would Cause the hotel right across from the stadium say the Rose City Hilton in it. So
All I know is when I put it in the GPS, it said Thomasville, Georgia.
Sounds like there's a lot of DNA over there.
Jerry,
I'm just saying.
Jeremy says, I can speak for Dean Fabrizio. He will hold himself accountable and respect his consequences as they come. Let's see. Dick says, Macon is an experience, a city you have to experience. Yes. Jimmy said he blames Hobo. We not talking about that game no more. What's going on, Mr. Evans? Welcome to the podcast. He said, oh. You sure about that, Mr. Evans? He said Worth is going to smoke the Bulldogs this week, 28-7. Okay.
Kentucky?
No, Worth County against
never mind.
Thomasville.
Man, I wanted to talk about what's on the screen.
We
Talk
are.
about
I'm
the
just trying
elephant
to
in the
get
room.
these comments are backed up, and then we're going to talk about it because that's going to bring a whole slew of comments. Let me work my magic. Let me cook, sir. Let me
Do
cook.
your thing, girl. Whip that wrist.
Mr. Walker says Fountain City Classic, Doherty versus Peach. Yep. Come on down. Yeah, 12-foot gator don't stand a chance in making. Dwayne, you talk about them trolling. You shut up other than that. Let's see. Mr. Hugh, welcome to the podcast. The predictions. Well, first of all, the predictions will be out probably on Tuesday, and then the
Nah,
Wizard.
Wednesday.
Okay,
You know he
Wednesday.
don't drop until Wednesday after the show.
Okay, that's what happened.
Because
Well, my
because
apologies.
he's starting to. His thing is he wants to premiere them live on the show. So you want to see them first, you got to be watching, then he's gonna drop it after the show.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I think his name's Shaquille O'Neal or something.
So the predictions will come on Wednesday. Okay. Mr. Kirksey says, see y'all there. They're renaming the bins to South Fulton Field after Creekside and Langston pulls up this year. Okay. Jimmy says it's hard for me to get drunk with our week schedule playing these local schools. That's why I wasn't on last week waiting for Sumter. What's going on, Mr. Andrews? Welcome to the podcast. How you doing, Mr. Cosby? Welcome to the podcast. Mr. Reddick says TCC is most definitely in the county. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. So we all know that on September the 28th, September the 28th, there was an announcement made, and it indicated that Mr. Fabrizio was going to be stepping down. And initially the comment didn't say what it was, but you know how small town USA is and social media, it eventually came out that it was because of a DUI. And so there were a lot of different opinions about this. I'll go ahead and give mine, and then I'm gonna get out the way and let everybody else say what they're gonna say. What I will say is I think that it was very, very smart of him and Lee County to get out in front so they could control the narrative more. As he got arrested Saturday night, maybe Sunday, they were on top of it. So shout out to them for that. Lee County, Fabrizio is Lee County. We talked about this last week. They used to be homecoming bait. Fabrizio came in there, and man, did he turn it around. Now they're actually a part of the conversation when you're talking about state championships, and they've actually won, I think one, maybe two, I'm not sure. But they've won at least one state championship, and 25 years ago, that would have been unheard of. So Fabrizio is Lee County football. So with that being said, I think he has the support. And if this is a real issue, I say 6 months rehab or whatever, just show that you're working on it, you're trying to get better, and then come back in the spring. And I don't think this is a big deal. You know, everybody goes through things. I like the fact that he's being held accountable, or he's holding himself accountable and getting it out the way. And so, okay, y'all can go ahead with your opinions.
Anybody else? I'll go last
Go
on
ahead.
this. Now I'll go
Okay.
last on this.
Okay. Here's my thing with Fabrizio. One, as you said, Jess, I'm glad Lee County and Fabrizio got out in front of this. And he's holding himself accountable, because if you're gonna hold your players accountable, you as a coach got to hold yourself accountable. So I think he ran the respect of not only the community, but the program. All right. That's that. My question is, why are you doing this in Albany and not in your town? Because
That's a
Okay,
reason.
it's the same thing.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. And this is my question, i.e., outside looking in, right? So so again, outside looking in, Fabrizio, I know you've been there since what, 2010. You've been there, 2009. You've been there for 16 years, 16th season as Lee County's head coach. You should know where you can do this at and where you can't do this at. But it never should have happened in the first place. I think we can all agree on that he never should have got caught up like that.
I don't
Number
think
three. How does this affect Lee County going forward? In my opinion, I think one, the players, it's going to affect the players. All right. Not only are you coming off of a loss to Thomas County Central that you felt you was competitive against, but with you being in region play, do the players either one, step up and dedicate the rest of this season to their beloved coach, or does the program crumble and fall apart and blame it on the actions of the coach? Me personally, I think Lee County steps up and makes their 4 remaining games in region play more meaningful to them and take second place in the region. I'm done, yo.
Okay.
Bro,
Kill.
I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. I just wish the best for him. He facing something right now. He obviously dealing with something. I'm not gonna comment at length on it because, other than what's been put out on social media or the news or whatever, that's the only information I have. I just wish him the best, and he come out on the other side of this a better man.
well said.
Okay. For knowing Coach Dean Fabrizio now for 20 years or so, I text him, pretty much what you said, Dro. You know what I mean? Wish the best for him, kind of what Jess said, you got out in front of it, hope everything work out good for you. Now, with all that being said, first off, let me just start with this. There are so many people who have lost their lives due to drunk driving.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't no way do we excuse Dean Fabrizio for his actions. No kind of way. You went out, whatever the situation was, you had too many drinks, whatever caused you to get behind the wheel. And like Mike said, knowing what you can do and what you can't do, I'm pretty sure this wasn't the first time that you probably have gotten behind the wheel of a car being intoxicated. All right. Now, with all that being said, again, we are all humans. We all make mistakes. I don't think he should be crucified for his mistakes and things. I think the man, we all do stuff in life. Every last one of us. If anybody want to sit on this phone and say, on this computer and on this podcast and say, I've never done anything. You know what? We all do dumb stuff and we don't think about the actions that we're doing until we what get caught. And that's the same situation that's here. He's probably done this thousands of times, but now that he's been caught and he's embarrassed himself, he's embarrassed that program, he's embarrassed his family, he's taking accountability for his actions, he's seeking help. He will come back a better man. He will come back a stronger man. The Lee County program will support him and stand by him because, again, Lee County was not Lee County without Dean Fabrizio. His coaching staff, they love him. They going to stand behind him. So you haven't heard the last of him. I think the worst case scenario is he'll be back next year. But the best case scenario for him and the team purpose is he'll miss a couple of games and he'll be right back on that sideline.
Yeah.
Is that the right move though?
In my opinion, no. I think optics
from an optics view, that's not. It's not, because again, you got to think about how many people have lost their lives due to drunk driving. So you can think about all these organizations out here that fight hard against drunk driving, especially mothers or people who have had kids to be killed by a drunk driver. That's not a good look.
Exactly.
But due to the fact that the country we live in, there is a clause in the Disability Act that actually allows you to admit that you have a problem, seek help, and your employers and everybody cannot get rid of you and things like that. So with that being said, I think he's going to take the necessary steps. He's going to spend the time that is required of him to spend, and he'll be right back on the side. Now, the man that I know him to be, Dro, with the point that you're making, I think he should do the right thing, which is just go ahead and take the season, understand the severity of the issue that has been provided, and take your punishment like a man. Just miss this season, come back full and strong, because you have the right to be back on that sideline, if I'm not mistaken, after 14 days by law for that type of situation. But just take the high road, man. Sit down for the rest of the year. Get your issues worked out. Yes, do some things in the community for drunk driving. You know what I mean? Donate, make some donations to do something to show sincerely, not just I'm pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. And like I said, I know the guy for years. I know he will make the sincerely and necessary steps. Be sincere about it. Do some things to show I made a mistake, I learned my lesson, and I will move forward from here without those problems.
And can I say this too? If Coach Fabrizio is the coach that he's shown himself to be, even if he does leave for 6 months, a good coach has set it up where if I'm not here, my team can still run like a well-oiled machine. So even if he does step back for the rest of the season, I think that they'll be okay, because he has the right people in place.
He has the right people in place
and all of that stuff. So I didn't, and so with that, I don't know if it was something going on in Albany that weekend or in Southwest, that little corner of Southwest Georgia, but
he wasn't the only one.
He was not the only coach that caught a DUI this fall. And so guess what? The same grace that Fabrizio has gotten, this young man deserves that same grace as well.
Young men, because there was
it's more than one.
Two separate incidents.
They deserve the same grace. That these just go get help. Now, if you do it again, then that's something else. But like you said, they probably gone out and driven home drunk several times. They just got caught this time. So,
well, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I would not be surprised if we see him on the sideline November 7th.
I mean, it's
Hold on. Hear me out on this. Just so you understand the significance of November 7th, that's the first round of the state playoffs.
I thought it was the 14th.
November 7th.
Let me look.
I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, it's November 7th. But I wouldn't be, even if it is the 14th, I would not be surprised to see him on the sidelines the first round of the playoffs. Now, I do feel that he has a capable interim coach in place. And John Flath, however you pronounce it.
Sly probably.
Nah, it's Flath. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's why I said Floss. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, he's been a head coach before at Lamar County. Don't get me wrong, but and he's been in the program at Lee County for a while, so he understands the system and the matrix and everything that's going on inside the program. It's a matter of him receiving that welcome of acceptance from not only the program and the school system, but from the community.
Well, he's been there. He's been on the program. It's not like he's just walking into Leesburg. So they're going to accept him. And we just talked about the atmosphere in Thomas County Central. Let's not forget, there's a hell of an atmosphere that Dean Fabrizio and his staff over the years have built down there in Leesburg, Georgia.
I'm with you.
So that's not going to change. You know what I mean? Again, I think the fans, I think the faculty and board members of Lee County will stick by Dean Fabrizio. Again, I think he made the right choice by taking, holding himself accountable for his actions. Again, I don't want nobody to think that we just saying slap on the wrist because there's too many people dying by drunk driving. So again, Friday Night Lights do not condone drunk driving. But with that being said, learn from your mistakes. Show that you made a mistake. Be genuine about be sincere about your apologies. Be sincere about your corrective action. How would I correct this to make sure I don't put myself, my family, this community, this school in this situation again? And just move forward. You can't hang a man off of mistakes. If everybody was hung off of their mistakes, man, what would this world be left with?
Ain't nobody saying that. All I'm saying is I would not be surprised if he's on the sideline in the first round of the playoff.
I don't think a lot of people would be surprised.
Because I think that team.
I don't think it's the right thing to do, though.
I'm with you, Jess. It's not the right thing to do, but I think the players in that program on Lee County is going to play for him and run through a wall for him for these next 4 weeks in the regular season that they got game.
They can do that in the playoffs too, which does start on November the 14th, by the way.
Yeah, it is, of course. I just confirmed. But I wouldn't be surprised. So with that being said, all I'm saying is this. He got basically 5 weeks to do what he's gonna do.
But if he's got a true
6 weeks to do what he's gonna do.
If he's got a true problem, if he got a true problem,
it's gonna take more than 6 weeks to get over. I'm with you on that. But at the end of the day, don't be surprised. Okay. You see him walking the sideline come November 14th. You see him walking the sideline. Don't be surprised.
Okay. Jimmy Westbrook says, I'm gonna read these comments and then we can go on to the next story. Because there was another event that happened this weekend too. Jimmy Westbrook says, is Joyner still at Lee? Which one? No, but the answer is no. Corey Joyner is the head coach at Westover. And Yule is he at Doherty or is he somewhere? But
he at Doherty.
Yeah, they're at Albany. Let's see. Mr. Andrews says, let's not. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, Albany is his town. Steven says he was stopped on Lover's Lane. That runs through both Lee County and Doherty County. Yeah, they right there together, so you can't really differentiate. Jimmy Westbrook says, I think Doherty, Monroe, and Westover are going to look different next season. Okay. Jeremy Pedro been here. You the one hadn't been here. You ain't showed up till you start winning. So don't be acting like Pedro hadn't been here. He's been here, sir. You
It's
have.
just that Appleton ain't moving the needle this year so far. You know what I mean? They might be going through some rebuilding. Is that the case?
Yeah, they got a whole new coach. They got to learn
Man, I'm just saying they wouldn't be the only ones this year.
yeah, so they're going through some growing pains. Let's see. Hold on. Where was I? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Barry says everybody makes mistakes. Hawk Florina, welcome to the podcast, Barry. Hawk, welcome to the podcast. He says, I think he's going to be head coach somewhere else, which leads to our next story, but we'll talk about it in a minute. Chris Pace says players and even Coach Prost have had to be held accountable for actions. Why not Brizio? That's why I say stepping away and coming back will be. I mean, it's the nature of it's the nature of the offense, Chris. Barry says he needs to go to a couple of AA classes, more than a couple. All you gotta do is stand up in front of the class and tell everybody his name. Whatever. He if he has a true addiction, he needs to get over it. Jimmy says, I think if he comes back, it'll probably be as an AD or something. Danny says, being that he has held himself accountable and feels embarrassed with his unpopular decision to get behind the wheel impaired, he put the school and the athletic program ahead of his pride. We do not know what personal issues he might be going through on and off the field. Okay.
This ain't Rush Pros.
Yeah. Stephen Wynn said the staff is solid and the program is on a solid foundation. Bear says you can get Jeremy says you can get a DUI charge and be okay to drive. All you got to do is go 0.1% over the limit. Okay.
Huh?
He's speaking from experience.
It sounds like it to me. Jeremy, stop being here. Stop coming here and being stupid. Fitzgerald, it's your fault. It's your fault. Now he come in and act crazy. They let Apple come back and beat him by a point.
Oh, okay.
That's why here. Heather says, yes, agree, should take the rest of the season off because him coming back any sooner shows his players and other coaches that we can do this or anything similar, worse or not, and just get a slap on the wrist. But yes, agree, he deserves grace. He is human. Flath is highly respected at Lee County. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Chris says, like, we don't already know. It is what it is. Me personally, I wouldn't be surprised if he will be in the press box at Jardine still calling plays on Friday. Well, dang, Chris, tell her how you really feel. Evan says, considering the fact that you have had the Rome drunk driving bus crash last year, I definitely think it may not look good if he comes back this season. What's going on, Elmo? Danny Jones says, we need to see where the coach needs help in his life for his decision. Steven says, Mike, how many sailors on our watch went down that path and got turned around? I stopped drinking June the 4th, 1993. It was by the grace of God who protected me from myself. Amen. Thank you for that testimony, Mr. Wynn. Mike does not have the same testimony as you, but
so hold on. I was drinking today.
Hell no.
But that's
I'm drinking right. I'm drinking right now.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm just. I am a little responsible with it though.
Yes.
Very. Let me just say,
after some uneventful episodes, I'm more responsible with it now.
I don't condone drinking and driving. I can tell y'all right now, after being around my brother, he's very responsible when it comes to him drinking.
Yes, very meticulous. Joe Pearson. Oh, what's going on, Matthew Fielder? How you doing? Joe Pearson, what's going on? Y'all on it tonight. Yep. Welcome, Swainsboro Tiger. Chris Pace says TCC drove that man to drink. Now,
I was waiting for it. I knew somebody was gonna say it.
And leave it to Chris. Speaking of that, some people were saying he'll be back in a couple of weeks. Some people say he needs to take some time and come back in the spring. And then some people said or asked the question and posed before they knew what the charge was. Could he possibly end up a little further south. Because guess what else happened this weekend?
Bainbridge.
Bainbridge made the decision to part ways with their coach, who has won one game in 1.5 seasons. And I guess he didn't see it getting any better. I've just from reading comments in groups, people were not happy, and apparently the ones with that pull the purse string, I think I read somewhere it was somebody that pulls the purse strings was up in the sand saying how embarrassed they were, and then they said, we're paying him how much? And when you hear stuff like that, yeah.
But the funniest thing I heard behind the Bainbridge situation is they want Littleton back.
He's not coming back over there.
Littleton left you for some grass that was green on the other side of the fence. He's turning the Tips County program around. He's going to build that program up. It's just his second year. Give him time. He's not coming back to Bainbridge. You know, I think Bainbridge would do what they did last time, go out of state and hire somebody instead of taking some capable people right around here, you know, Highway 84.
Mm-hmm.
You got coordinators and people that's on Thomas County Central, Thomasville, and Brooks County and things like that that are winning programs and have been winning since your downfall the last couple of years. Man, give these people shots and see what they can do. They've been in the area, know the community and everything. You go hire outside the state somebody that won HS state championship and things like that. That don't mean a hill of beans when you come on, man.
Yeah. So my question is, what the timing? Do y'all think the timing was smart? And you just be like, okay, let's just put somebody in here. This season is
Nope, it goes back to what you said. The one that write them checks, them booster members, when they speak, everybody listening. So they're not concerned about the timing.
Yeah.
They're not worrying about it. That's bad optic. This ain't the NFL or the freaking college football.
Mm-hmm.
You let that man finish the season out and you get rid of him at the end of the year. You don't do that mid-season like that. Like this big time NFL or college football. That's ridiculous.
Oh, y'all missing the point behind this. Bainbridge did this mid-season. They done cashed in their receipt on the season to go 0-10, 1-9. They putting fillers out there right now to see who's interested in the job
That's
next
what
year.
I'm thinking. And so
They trying to get the biggest name in the game right now. Appleton County.
Oh man, he ain't going nowhere. He just Tucker Pruitt ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. So here's the thing: is Bainbridge still an attractive job? I say yes.
It is because the athletes are there, babe. We saw that last year when Peeps went down and played them.
Mm-hmm. The athletes are definitely there, but that man ain't doing. He ain't do nothing with them. So
it's about knowing the community, man. I keep. Come on, man. If anybody played high school football and been around high school football as long as we all have, y'all know. Justin Rogers went down into Thomas County. He changed the program because he bought into it. Mm-hmm. Kevin Smith sold his house the day he got hired in Perry, sold his house, bought a house in Perry to be a part of the community. You have to relate and get to know the people so you can know about these kids, relate to these kids and things like that. You gotta, my homeboy Eddie Gary, y'all know him as E-Team. Eddie Gary brought these boys up through Perry that won the championship. And everybody tell you, Eddie Gary can't coach. But the one thing he'll do, he'll make them kids run through a brick wall. If he tell them to go turn that bus over, they're going to say, that's all you want us to do, coach? He related to those kids. He gave them what those kids needed. You have to have coaches because for a lot of these kids, these coaches are like a father figure to them. You can't go just hire anybody into a community, especially a close-knit community like Bainbridge, and him not getting into the community, knowing the community, and expect those kids to follow behind him.
Agreed.
Totally agree with you on that. That's why I consistently tell you, external hires, they take time to grow.
Let's see. Dwayne, I'm gonna tell you one more time. Shut up! Shut up!
Jess, don't you start tonight. You doing good. It's Monday. We're gonna start the week off
I
good now.
just told me shut up. I could have said shut your A up, which is what I want to say. I just said shut up. Let's see.
We got we got the FCC listening tonight.
I got that. Stephen Wynn says Bainbridge needs to consider Coach Ellington, Gadsden County former head coach. Do you think that with the experience they got from an out-of-state coach, this time you think they're gonna go back out of state and get another one? I'm not sure that they're gonna do that, Mr. Wynn, but it's a possibility. Danny says the coach for Bainbridge might not be the right coach for them, but somewhere else, this coach might be just what another team needs to turn their football program around. You can say that because Justin Rogers, of course, went to Colquitt and it just was not a match. But then we now see what he did at Thomas County Central. It is phenomenal. So you got a point. Let's see. Matthew said the game had me dead tired Friday night. Holy cow, Jones County for life. Yeah, that was a good game. Congrats on your win. Rocket, come on, friend. Be nice. He says nobody wants to coach at Bainbridge, where they folks from Donaldsonville and Cairo. Oh, stop hating. I think you really believe that Bainbridge is not an attractive job. I mean, you're down there, you close to it. Is that your true opinion, or you just picking? Montigua's map agrees with Yo. Danny says Bainbridge mindset is on basketball right now. They're just going through the motions for 48 minutes on the football field. Bainbridge is not all the way sold on what the coaches are selling this season. Dwayne says if Lee County finishes this season well, Bainbridge will hire their interim coach. That's a thought, Dwayne. That's the first thing you said tonight that made any sense. Chris said I was turned last Friday night. What? I don't think I was. Y'all couldn't hear half the stuff I was saying because I was on them country roads. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Wynn, good question. He said, will Maurice Freeman be a good candidate for Bainbridge? What y'all think about that? And would he take it? Would they offer it? What y'all think?
They probably wouldn't offer it. I think it would be maybe a good fit.
I think
but
so too.
Considering the area, I don't think they would offer it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, guys, thank you for waiting, Mr. Wizard. I know we had a lot to talk about tonight, so welcome. We're so glad you showed up. Okay. Let's see. Does Coach Freeman want to come back to Georgia? Because if he stays in Alabama long enough, he can draw retirement in two places. So that's a good thought, Mr. Pace. That's a good thought. Coach Freeman is retired from Georgia, not a good financial move. Yeah, because if he stays in Alabama 10 years, he can draw retirement from both.
You come back to Georgia, you better go to a private school or something and work there and draw some retirement from there too. Don't come back and get back into public school.
Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Wizard, are you here? Welcome. Thank you for waiting and being patient. We'll put a little extra in your check.
I'll tell Thurston to knock a little bit off the basement rent.
He don't pay no rent. Well, never mind then.
I had to say, and it don't sound like he read it. So now he'll get no discount.
Can't be nice to folks. I'm gonna read what Tick says while he get ready.
His microphone muted.
Tick says you're right, yo. Coach Wiggins invests in the community, and the players will go to the moon to play for him.
That's
on
it.
the side of town where all the schools share the same mascot.
There you go.
Out loud.
I'm glad y'all told me my microphone was muted because I just been talking and
man, get out that potion, man. Get out that potion.
Man, you know I keep my cup full with the stuff that the witch makes. It's all so delicious.
Thank you. And thank again, Mr. Wizard. Thank you so much for your patience. We have the
Oh, no
recap
problem.
of Private Week 7. And we'll go ahead and tell you the scores in the brackets are the actual scores, and the scores outside are the predicted scores.
All I ask is you don't dock my pay for being late, because y'all had a good conversation going. I was listening to you on the burn. But
Okay.
anyway, private. I went 8-1 in private. Prince Avenue Christian, what happened against Hart County?
Possibly the biggest upset of the weekend, in my view, Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, that's one of them for sure. So private, I went 8-1. I already know the routine. Ain't too many people here interested in private except for the guy that tunes in from acquaintance. So I'm gonna keep it all moving, okay?
Keep it
Move
moving.
along.
But you
Okay.
went 8-1. Good job. Good job.
Yep. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. D2. Seminole County, you disappointed me. That's all I can say. It cost me 2 games in D2. So overall, I went 7-2 in D2 because of Seminole County losing the early county. But it's okay. You're gonna
So
see
you
why in a
did.
minute.
Okay, you had Hawkinsville losing to Wheeler County. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I had Thursday put it on the pick'ems.
I see. And Hawkinsville was ranked.
Yep.
Wheeler County was not. Okay.
My magic 8 ball is recalibrated, baby.
Okay, I see. Good job. Good job.
Okay.
Welcome to the podcast, Michael Ward. He says, "Go Brooks County Trojans." Thomasville versus Worth is going to be a great game. Thomasville wins by 5 or 10 points. Yep, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more on Wednesday, Mr. Ward, when we do the predictions, but that's not a bad assessment. Brian Jones says they're not coming back to GHSA. They retired, bro, and getting another check from the privates. That ain't happening. I guess he was talking about Campbell. Somebody said, would Campbell go to Bainbridge? No.
Oh no, Campbell's sitting there. We retired at Peach, drawing a check. He's sitting down there at Westfield, drawing another check.
And he don't have to move or nothing. He's not
Don't
going
have to move. At pregame dinner, be steak and things like that. So he good.
Danny says PAC is the same team from last year. They don't have it this season. They played for the championship.
Oh, they played for the championship, sir.
What are you talking about? They now okay.
They just ran up against a bro because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they beat Hebron Christian in the regular season and lost to them in the championship. So
yeah, I mean badly. They got beat to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will play the state championship. So you're on his face, your comment doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's okay. What's going on, Obadiah? How you doing? TCC checking in. Okay, Mr. Wizard, let's go with D1.
Fitzgerald. I know I had you on upset alert, and I should have went my magic 8 ball and picked against you. But in D1, I went 8-1 overall.
Congratulations. Hey, now I'm being messy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being messy right now, but now this is something I heard, and so those of you all in the triangle and in the community, and if you're in Appleton, just let me know. Now on Thursday or Friday, one of my friends from Fitzgerald made a post that said that a former coach who did not go to Appleton County with the coach that's there now, he ascertained, or no, not ascertained, he
acquired.
That's it. And I work in acquisitions. Ain't that crazy? But he acquired a playbook and sent that or forwarded that information to Baxley, Georgia. Now I don't know how true that is, But that's what's out there. So if has anybody else heard that rumor? Is it true or is it fodder? What? I'm just being messy because I want to know. Is it any truth to it? Can anybody say?
I don't know.
Chris says that's what I heard too about that going on between Fitzgerald and Applin. At first, it didn't make any sense to me because why would you send something if I'm a coach on your staff? You didn't want me to go to Baxter with you, or maybe he didn't want to go to Baxter. Maybe he wanted to stay at Fitzgerald. But why would you, if you were so loyal as to stay at the school, why would you still be loyal to somebody that moved on? Some of it doesn't make sense. But then at the same time, when they said how he got it, and
what it is.
Yeah. Chandler said, Wizard, it was a tough night in Fitzgerald with our old head coach beating us by 1. They said, my friend from Apple said it wasn't because of the offense. They said, Apple had a kicker. He said it, and he also said it's probably true, but I hadn't heard anything. Okay, that's just a rumor that's out there. I don't know how true it is, but I decided to be messy tonight. Go ahead to 2A, sir.
Tonight.
Okay, Patty LaBelle.
All the coaches are connected in these small towns. Yeah, that's true, Mr. Hugh.
So, 2A, I went 10-0. Appreciate you, bro. Just notice the trend going forward. That's all I'm saying.
Congratulations, Wizard.
Okay, 3A. Stevenson. I knew you was going to be a close game. That's why I only had you by 3. Instead of winning by 3, you lost by 2. And Cherokee Bluff, you just did not show up at all, did you? But I tell you what, I ain't taking no more losses.
I know that's right. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
For the panel? No, I'll wait later. I'll wait till later.
Okay. But 3A, I went 4-2, and I refuse to lose any more games from this past Friday.
He must have gone 10-0 the rest of the way.
Oh, look at that. 4A. I went 9-0. Would you look at that? Benedictine got me covered over Ware County.
Okay.
I tell you. That Magic 8 Ball, I need to go get it calibrated again this week. Okay, 5A. Oh, look at that. It's 5A. Selman O.
Look at you, Wizard. That average just gonna go up and up and up.
I told you, I'm gonna get over 85% this year.
Okay, I believe in you.
Okay, and 6A. Oh my God, would you believe that? Salmon O and 6A. Thank you, Magic 8 Ball. I appreciate it. Even though Douglas County did get me a scare due to weather, it's okay though.
You know what, Mr. Wizard? If you get over 87% if you get over 87% this season, you can lay your head on my pillow.
My Lord.
Dro, I'm gonna need for you to step aside, buddy. Actually, Coach Crow, I'm gonna need for you to step aside, buddy. I got plans this all season. So on the week, I went 60-6, 91%. On the season, I'm at 85. I'm working on my Al Green. You best believe that.
Good job, Mr. Wizard.
With that being said, for the pick'ems, I went 7-3. This week on the pick'ems, 41-29 on the season. Don't pay that season result because I'm still gonna make it to the playoffs regardless.
Okay.
So, pick'ems leaderboard. That's what we looking like. I see some familiar names on there, but I ain't gonna call them out. But I do want to say congratulations to Jason Pike for winning this week, going 8-10. Do note that I had to use the tiebreaker between him and what's that dude name at the bottom? Courtney McGee. Yeah, it was the tie between those two, and it came down to the tiebreaker.
Okay.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna see y'all Wednesday. I'm gonna have Thursday post my predictions after your show on Wednesday. But I'm gonna get the pick'ems out tomorrow. So stay tuned to the page.
All right. Congratulations on your successful week last week. And we'll see you on Wednesday.
Now
Okay?
do it 2 weeks in a row. How about that?
I can and I will, sucker. Y'all be good. Love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday.
All
All right,
right.
Good
well,
night.
Good night.
Later.
Later. Chris Page says, I don't know if it's true or not, but the one who posted it is a diehard Hurricane who normally doesn't speak too much on social media. To see that post surprised me. James Curtis, welcome to the podcast, Irwin County Indian. He said it's a rumor, but Fitzgerald put up almost 350 yards holding Appling under 100 yards. Now that's what my homeboy from Baxley said. He said it wasn't because of the offense. He said they won, but it wasn't because of the offense. They got a heck of a kicker. Tick said I heard that too. We definitely had the same source, Tick. Matthew said his biggest screw ups on his pick'ems were Colquitt and Ware County. I mean, I can understand the Ware County, but Colquitt, come on, Mr. Fielder. Jeremy said, "Man, put us back at 10. Wasn't you tripping? You seen what we did, boy? You were sign,
Man, the Wizards ain't got nothing to do with the polls.
boy. Just hush. You couldn't find him with a flashlight in the daytime the other
and he
day.
and he beat Fitzgerald and think he need to beat
Yeah.
someone. Man, go.
Jimmy Westbrook says, I would like for Carver to play against Hebron Christian for a makeshift AA championship game. I wonder if we can play on their level.
Y'all.
I think it would be a good go.
Shit.
Barry said, Jeremy, man, chill. It's Fitz.
I mean, for real.
Yeah, now y'all need to put a little more respect on Fit the Purple Hurricane's name now.
Right.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And here's the craziest thing. They still got Worth
Ooh,
and Thomasville.
ooh, my, oh my. What's going on, Pat Watkins? Big Perry in the building. They were 1-0 in region play. They beat up old New Hampstead. Welcome to the
Now they got the biggest
podcast.
game of the season between two undefeated 1-0 teams in the region. So that make it the biggest game in the state.
Y'all make sure y'all keep staying tuned for Perry versus Wayne, baby. Perry versus Wayne. I mean, Perry, yeah, that's it.
So y'all stupid.
Is Wayne coming up here?
Now they got to go down to Jessup, baby. They got to go down to Jessup.
Damn, y'all really think that game moved the needle?
Man, that motherfucker don't move nothing.
Listen,
Okay, I just want to make sure I ain't the only one.
It only moved the needle in Perry and Jessup.
And Jessup.
Hey, I was looking for you Saturday. I thought you had become an honorary Wildcat. Why you don't be showing up now? Don't be halving it. Ain't no such thing as halfway crews. If you gonna be a Wildcat, you got to be a Wildcat. You got to follow us. Now, I'm going to Columbia and I'm going to Augusta. Now, let me know if you need a ride. Okay, Heather says, I told y'all I would be back in the top 5 this week and had 2 games I missed by only 1 point. I would have won going 9-0. Shout out, Heather, and shout out to your baby. It was so nice meeting y'all. What's going on, D'Antoine? I hadn't seen you in a while, friend. Welcome. What's going on, Derek Redding? Welcome to the podcast. How you doing? Danny says Perry's going to blow Wayne County out of the water. Not so fast, my friend. Maybe. T says you couldn't melt words and pour them out of Jeremy's mouth for 6 weeks. Now him be talking. You hit the nail on the head, T. Chris says Fitzgerald will be a 3 or 4 seed, but I think they will still make a run. Possibly.
And what?
They got athletes in Fitzgerald. They got athletes in that train. Same thing with County, with Coffee County, like I was saying. I think, I think at this point, Coffee County is playing for a 4th seed, and veterans could possibly beat them. But I think Coffee's experience and their being used to winning is gonna help them. Same thing with Fitzgerald. They used to winning, so that could help them. All right. So I know we running a little late because we had a conversation. So are we on the polls now? We going to
Oh,
the
yes,
polls?
ma'am. Yes, we are. We ready to rock and roll with it.
This
Let's
rock.
So,
do it.
as we always say, we're gonna compare the AJC poll with the FNL poll. Again, FNL is on the right because we on the FNL show feel that's the right poll. As the AJC is on the left. So, with that being said, we're gonna start out with private. In the private, we both got 1, 2, and 3 the same. Hebron Christian Fellowship and Calvary Day to start out the top 10 as the AJC round out their top 10 with Aquinas, Savannah Christian, Prince Avenue, Athens Academy, Holy Innocents, Wesleyan, and bringing in GAC as they finally drop Loving. For us, FNL, we round out our top 10 starting at number 4 with Holy Innocents, Aquinas, PAC, which I really can't lie. It is kind of surprising that we both put PAC in the same spot, knowing that we did our polls on Saturday
On
instead of Sunday
Saturday
as normal.
before them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's hilarious to me. We still have North Cobb, Vice, Greater GAC, Athens Academy, Wesleyan, and Savannah Christian. So we're gonna move on to D2.
Let's see. Jimmy Westbrook says, "Did y'all ever hear anything about the Columbia versus Douglas County score?"
Yeah, it's 6-0. It's the final.
Yeah.
The game got called to the weather.
And Dwayne says Brooks' defense has been playing lights out lately. Okay.
No, Brooks' defense is playing competition that they should be beating right now. They're done with that gauntlet of a schedule.
Well, that's all they playing lights out against the people they're supposed to.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing to brag about. Is what Brooks County is supposed to be doing against inferior competition now. And
I gotta agree with Mike. We're not gonna let people put certain teams on the clock. We're not gonna let them brag about doing something to the teams they've been doing that to.
I still say you can put folk on the clock, but who are me? I'm just one vote.
But you're Jess. Your one vote count for 3 at least because you got the 2 pillars and then you.
Let's go on to
okay. So moving on to Division 2. Surprisingly, AJC and FNL had the same top 4 in Division 2, respectively. Lincoln County, Clinch, Bowden, and Johnson County. AJC rounds out their top 10, starting at number 5, Brooks County, Early County, Willard County, Scraven, Seminole, and they brought in ECI as they dropped Metter and Hawkinsville. As far as FNL, we round our top 5 out with ECI, Wheeler County, Hawkinsville, Seminole County, Brooks County, and we dropped Metter.
So we already had ECI ranked, and they put Wheeler County in the same spot that we did, and we did our Saturday.
Man, it's scary, ain't it? Oh, you're gonna see a lot of that going forward.
Okay. Elmo says, "Don't forget to come out and support Fort Valley Middle School on Wednesday for their homecoming. We're undefeated, 4-0, going for win number 5. Shout out to the Fort Valley Middle School Trojans. Auntie can't come out there because Auntie got a podcast. And Auntie don't get out till 5:30. But I'm with you in spirit. I love y'all, babies." Tori says, "We were without 4 defensive starters Friday." Welcome to the podcast, Tori. He's talking about Brooks County. Derek Redding said, "If they're on the schedule, then they can go on the clock." All right, Mr. Redden, I hear you. Thank you for agreeing with me, sir. Dwayne says he's not just talking about the team that they beat. Tori says they're going to spank clinch and don't move us up. Why not?
Okay. Number one, Tori, you're not gonna spank clinch, so don't worry about moving up.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Division 1. We both feel Worth County is still the number 1 team in Division 1. As AJC rounds out the top 10, starting at number 2, Toombs County, Thomasville, Northeast, Heard County, Swainsboro, Raven, Lamar, Dublin, and Dodge. They dropped Jeff Davis and Fitz. We dropped Fitz last week or the week before?
Mm-hmm.
And for us, we rounded our top 10 out, starting at number 2 with Swainsboro, Northeast, Macon, Toombs, Thomasville, Raven County, Heard, Blakely, Lamar, and Dublin. So for the most part, we all got the same teams with the exception of Dodge County, where they brought in Dodge, and we are still holding on with hope to Blakely.
And here's the craziest thing. Dodge did beat Blakely, but it was a tight game, and Dodge lost to Ace. It's a whole lot worse than Blakely losing to Dodge.
Okay. Let's see. Danny says, I just don't think Brooks County is in the top 10 after a couple of weeks if they get back in the winning category.
You can't say that, man, because Brooks County went through the same thing that, 3A had the same controversy a couple of years ago.
Same thing with Columbia. Yes, Cedar Grove.
Just say Cedar Grove, bro. Just say Cedar Grove. I know you don't mention them much these days, but it's okay. Just blur it out, bro.
Let's have a conversation.
Let's talk about 2A.
We went through the same debate, the same conversation with Cedar Grove a couple of years ago. How you got a team in 3A still sitting at number 1 with 3-4 losses?
There you go, bro. Just blurt it out. It's okay to say Cedar Grove.
Those losses were 1, higher competition against top 10 teams in the state of Georgia, and they were competitive losses. So when it comes to Brooks County, yes, we know for a fact they got blowed out by TCC. Exactly. It's TCC playing inferior competition. I'm not gonna digress on that. But my thing is, when it comes to Brooks County is gonna run the region regardless. They're gonna walk into the playoffs. They're gonna walk into the playoffs with 500 or below, or 1 game below 500.
Yeah,
and make a run.
Tori's okay, so what's going on, Chauncey Kinlaw? He said got here late, but tell the Wizard don't put the Red Devils on upset alert no more. Okay, why not, Mr. Chauncey?
I think he will. You know what? I'm gonna pass the message along to him, and just so that way he puts them on upset alert this week.
Just because Dwayne said we're in region play and everybody's on the clock. I hear you, Dwayne. As the show go on, you're making a little more sense, sir. Tory Butt says, yo and Thirsty, remember what I said, Spank. You won't beat us at home. Dwayne said, when we beat Clinch, what y'all gonna say then?
Okay. When is that game? Because I would love to come down now. Let me win that game.
I ain't going.
Do we got a game late?
Yeah, we got a game.
Okay.
We got on the 10th. We already going to see Carver and something. The rest of our games, we got to go to Cairo and all that other stuff. Now, if they play the game at 5:30 or 4 o'clock or something on Friday, we can, and it's the same time we got to play Cairo. Hey, we can check it out. But other than that, no. Let's see. Danny says this Class A division is up for grabs because all these teams are good. Tori says Brooks is not top 10. We arguably have the best defense in Division 2. So are you saying you're supposed to be top 10 or not? Dwayne says Danny Jones, we played teams on a level that the rest of y'all ain't gonna play. Okay, Chauncey says they're off this week. Okay, so it's next Friday. So next Friday we are off. We gotta go. So you rather go see Clinch and Brooks instead of work Carver and Sumter? Gotta make a decision, sir. But whatever, I'm a passenger princess, so I don't care.
I don't know, babe. We might be heading to Camilla, Georgia, babe.
It's up to you. I'm gonna let you make the decision.
All right,
Ebony,
we'll get back with y'all, Brooks County. It's gonna be coming over to Americas, or we'll be down in Camilla. Quitman, Georgia.
Ebony, what's going on, sis? She said gonna keep the receipts like Food Line. How you doing? Dwayne says now y'all come. Tori gonna buy y'all ticket. Tori,
They
Clinch
said,
won't
"I'll
have
put that man out of the book."
Clinch won't have Clinch won't have 250 total yards. Is that your receipt, Mr. Butts? Oscar said, "Don't even waste y'all gas going to something. We're gonna stump a mud hole in them folks." Tori said, "Region 2, Division 1 will be decided next week." Chris, you telling us we need to go to Carver, Columbus, and Sumter? Okay. Speaking of Carver, Columbus, and Sumter, let's discuss 2A.
All right, AJC. They run their top 10 as Carver, Columbus, Pierce County, Carver, Atlanta, Morgan County, Rockmart, Callaway, Burke, Sumter, Hateville Charter, and North Murray as they drop East Jackson out. As for FNL, we run ours with Carver, Columbus, Morgan County, Rockmart, Pierce, Carver, Atlanta, Sumter, Burke, Callaway, North Murray, and we brought in Ringgold as we dropped Laney.
So
With
now,
that being said,
go ahead.
Don't get me wrong when it comes to Hateville Charter. They just need some time to get into our top 10 poll. We know they got a quality team going on. It's just opponents that they play. And there are, I guess you could say, better quality teams out there in 2A that we feel are more deserving to be in with their winning record by Hateville Charter being in with their losing record. That's number one. Number two, obviously, the main difference is us bringing in Ringgold as AJC has in Hateville Charter. But number three, the last question is, what took the AJC so long to recognize North Murray?
Good question. And let me say this, Ringo.
Don't even waste the time. Come on. We just talked about Matter.
I know.
Jeff Davis, they don't got kicked out. Ringo will be next.
Listen, Ringo. We had thought long and hard about this. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Okay? Prove us wrong. Because when we put you in there, we were talking. Yeah, they'll probably be out in the next week or so. But prove us wrong. Because I get tired of this toxicity, this toxic relationship. I got enough of them in my life with the Falcons and other.
Oh, okay. See, my petty stuff. I was going somewhere else with that.
No. I don't have any other. I don't have any other
somewhere else with that.
I know. I wasn't nowhere else for you to go because I don't have any relationship.
Petty. I'm just saying.
I'm not in a relationship. Chauncey says no Thompson in top 10. When they play,
not yet. They got to earn their way back at the end of the day.
I think they'll end up in the top 10 before the season is over, but not at this point.
The only other competition they got to play is Burke, and Burke beat them. So I don't see how.
That's what I'm saying. I think. Well, they beat Lane. If they win their region, they might end up in there. That's what I'm saying. If they beat Burke, then you'll probably see Thompson in there. I know Mr. Westbrook. He said Ringo, crazy work. Yeah, Mr. Westbrook, if you only knew how we really, really struggled to figure out who's gonna be number 10, you wouldn't say that. J-Bo told us don't come. Oscar told us don't come to Americas. And J-Bo says something better watch out for Spencer. Elmo said he likes something on Friday. Danny says something. Okay. Danny says something is playing well, but they're going to have to play excellent against Carver Columbus on all sides of the football. Yeah.
Man, we're not gonna talk about that game.
Okay. Tyreek
it's Carver Columbus all day.
Tyreek Hill just broke his leg, guys.
Yeah, he ain't in too much pain when they put the air cast on him though. He's smiling and laughing and waving when they carted him off the field.
Oh, but is he on your what you call it, your fantasy team, or something?
Yeah.
Tua is on mine, and Tua just threw his second touchdown for the day.
Jimmy wants to know, is Franklin County in AA?
Franklin?
We saw Franklin County, didn't we?
Franklin County? Or are you talking about Franklin, Georgia, Hurd County?
Hurd County. That's probably what he's talking about.
No, they in Division
Talking
1.
about Hurd. Oh, Hurd County themselves?
Yeah, they in Division 1.
Yeah. Yeah, Ringo does tend to choke when they play a really good team. Okay, 3A.
All right, 3A. Between us two, we got the top three the same: Santa Cruz, Peach County, Calhoun. Whereas the AJC rounds out their top 10 from number 4, started out with Jefferson, North Hall, LaGrange, Troop, Jenkins, West Lawrence, and West Side Augusta. They dropped Stevenson and Cherokee Bluff. Whereas for us, we round out our top 10 starting at number 4 with North Hall, Troop, Jefferson, LaGrange, West Lawrence, North Clayton, and Stevenson at number 10, and we dropped Cherokee Bluff.
I got a question.
Yes.
And y'all just let me know. Should we start, looking at Mount Zion for the top?
Not yet. Not yet. No, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. No, all jokes aside.
No,
North Zion still got to play North Clayton.
It's too many. To be honest, it's too many teams in 3A deserving before Mount Zion. Like Mount Zion did a good thing by beating who did they beat last week?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Another church school.
Oh yeah, the Battle of the Churches. Mount Zion Baptist versus Cedar Grove
the
AME.
Willow Pines. Was it Willow Cedar Grove? That's
Cedar Grove Baptist. Girl, get it out. Spit it out, guys. Spit it out. Cedar Grove Baptist.
I'm sorry.
But say what you want to say though. But Mount Zion still got two teams that they got to prove themselves against, which is Douglas and North Clayton to close out the season. That's why I say we can't give Mount Zion.
Now I'll tell you this though, they took Stevenson to the wire. If they would have beat Stevenson and then turned around and beat Cedar Grove, they would already be in our polls, and we know that.
Yeah.
But the lens credence to the question is Stevenson as advertised? Because
I tried to tell you, Stevenson ain't got no passing game. That's the issue with Stevenson right now. They have no passing game. If they have to rely on the run, North Clayton, and then on top of that, North Clayton got a stick right now.
Okay. So North Clayton could possibly win the region, you think?
Yeah.
North Clayton and Doug is going to be an interesting game, is what you're saying.
No. North Clayton and Mount Zion is going to be the interesting game to close out the season.
Oh, okay.
That might be the battle for 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. E-Team, what's going on, friend? Here we go, yo. Here we go. Region 1 4A has 2 undefeated teams playing this week. This will be a huge matchup for region seeding. They definitely should be on this week's pick'em.
Hold on now. Hold on, EG. Let me get this straight. I want y'all to hear this podcast landing panel. One of those teams that's 1-0 in the region is 1-5 overall. The other team that's 1-0 in the region is 3-3 overall. And my homeboy, my cousin Eda Geary said they should be on the Pickles. What say you? What say you, Podcast?
Yeah, what
just
you
to make sure, we talking about the team that started with a P and a county that started with a W. Hell no. Ain't neither one of them. Hold on. I'm gonna give you one reason why they shouldn't be on the Pickles, because ain't neither one on ranks.
That's number one.
Number two, ain't nobody outside of that local area concerned with that, because that game don't move neither.
They don't even care. But
ain't nobody think about that. But y'all just try. You know what? We are. You got to pay us for this advertising. You want to be on the pick? We need some sponsorship.
But you know, you can still run it by the wizard and see what it say. You know,
I'll run it by
just
him. He'll let you. He
just
gonna
as
let
a
you know how
courtesy,
he feel on Wednesday. Ask him that question on Wednesday. He gonna tell
as
you
a
the TI.
courtesy,
He gonna
cause
tell you like a TIE.
it is good folks. So as a courtesy, we gonna ask the wizard. Ryan Wembley, what's going on, friend? How you doing? Um, y'all built up some confidence. Y'all beat Northside, so y'all got a little confidence and a little swag under you. So you know, hopefully you can keep it going. Oscar said, "My ring is gold. My badge." Y'all like, boy, something wrong with you. Okay, yeah, Franklin County, Region 8AA. Did we look at them? Are they undefeated? If we didn't put them in the poll, Mr. Westbrooks, it's because we looked at their schedule and it probably wasn't impressive. But I can guarantee you we looked through all the regions and we looked through all the games. So if they had an impressive record, what we do is we go in and we look at who they played.
Man, let me tell you about Franklin County. Franklin County is sitting at 5-1. They just lost this past weekend to Stevens County. How you expect us to bring them in off a loss?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they finna lose the PAC and the Hebron, and wouldn't be surprised they take the third straight loss in the region in Hart County. Come on, man. Don't you gonna do it like that?
He asked a question, sir. He saw the 5-1 record and he asked a question. I think it's legitimate. Thank you,
No,
Mr.
look at that
Westbrook.
5-1. That 5-1 is not respectable. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
that's why he asked, and we explained it to him, and he
And
just
I
said
gave
it.
him the answer on
And
why.
he just
That
said
5-1 is
it.
not respectable. It's not a respectable 5-1 because they beat Chestatee, Johnson, Banks County, a team out of South Carolina, and West Hall. That 5-1 is not respectable.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't in there. And then they lost too. Didn't Wayne get a new head coach? I think they got one last year. I don't think he's new this year.
Yeah, they both y'all left and they got a new coach and they showed last year. I think they was winless.
Yeah.
And they pulled an upset off of Warner Robins this week though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they went 1-9 last year. Coach Maureen, he started the season off, but turned the reins over to Coach McDonald.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And they sitting at 5-1 right now. I mean 1-5, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say you did less games because that was not no 5-1.
No, 1-5. So they looking to be on track to finish 1-9 this year again.
No apology necessary, Mr. Westbrook. Ryan said, I like the motivation, Auntie, but I'm still under that rock with Chris Pace.
Chris Pace did give it to an F, didn't he?
He did. No, that was Colin McDaniel.
Oh, that was McDaniels, yeah.
He said, I think he said F minus. He used to just say L. He said F minus. But we'll see. Okay, 4A.
All right, 4A. We both agree on the top 4 teams. In 4A, being North Dakota, Creekside, Carterville, Benedictine, as the AJC rounds out their top 10 starting with number 5, Ware County, Marist, Central Carrollton, Blessed Trinity, Cambridge, and Cass. I still don't know why they got Cass in there. So we round out our top 10 with Central Carrollton, Ware County, Cambridge, Blessed Trinity, Marist, and Locust Grove after we drop Stockbridge. So I need somebody to ask the question. How y'all put Locust Grove in there?
Go ahead and
Because right now Locust Grove is one of the hottest teams in 4A. At the end of the day, I don't care how you want to spin it. One of the hottest teams in 4A right now, and they will sneak up on
you. Mm-hmm. Okay, he's 1-0. Wayne County's coach is 1-0. Wayne County fired their coach a few weeks ago. The AD is the interim head coach. Okay, how did I miss that? I guess
because it's Wayne County. It ain't gonna make state news. It made local news, but not state news.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, Wayne County is a local rapper.
That might be the next story. Stay tuned. Especially
he gonna be 2-0, ain't
he? Yeah.
Dang, don't be surprised.
Baby.
That's all I can tell you. Don't be surprised. All right, 5A. We both got the same top 6 teams. We got a few of them in different orders, but we agree Hughes, Thomas County Central, Milton is the top of the class, rounded out by Gainesville, Houston County, and Roswell. AJC closes out their top 10 at number 7 with Lee County, Rome, Sequoia, and Northgate, as we round out our top 10, starting out with Sequoia, New Manchester, Sprayberry, and Lee County.
Danny has a question. He says, so is Central Carrollton that good this year?
Central Carrollton has been good for the past, I know for a fact, last year and this season. So don't put anything past Central Carrollton.
Yeah, Central
They
been
got
good for about 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to remember in 2023 they made it to the quarterfinals at 12-1. So they got kicked out last year. They got kicked out last year by Cambridge, but yeah, Central Carrollton is doing their thing down there in that area. So no, don't sleep on them.
I have a question. Is Milton's quarterback back yet, or is he still out?
That's a good question. We need to check and see if Baker's back, because I mean, I think when he do come back, I think Milton gonna really turn it on when that playoff hit and gonna really make some noise. Again, a lot of people saw that game, and I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I sat there and watched that game and knew that was just two juggernauts going at each other.
Yeah, you talking about the Beaver guy?
Yeah, and if you look at the score, it showed that it is 17-7 or something like that. It was. The game could have went either way. No, it was 17-14 or something, wasn't it? I don't know, but it was a close game.
I don't know.
The game wasn't a blowout. It just got. I'm not even gonna sit up here and say the game got out of hand, but it was 20 to 13. It was 20 to 13. But
they
let's
had a
be
chance
honest
to
though.
go down at the end of that game, but the young kid threw the interception.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna get at was they had some inexperience at quarterback that just wasn't ready for that moment.
Mm-hmm. Now do this.
That's the only thing that stopped Milton from either tying the game and taking it to overtime or scoring a touchdown and possibly winning it with a 2-point conversion.
Now do this when you get a chance, bro.
What's up?
After you do 6A, I want you to pull up Buford's schedule for me.
Okay. Let's see. Stephen Wynn says Central Carrollton has a really good quarterback. Darius Kirksey says Milton's quarterback is still out for now. And Danny says one of the top top 3 will win the state championship this year. Gainesville and Hoko always choke at the end. Hoko shouldn't even be in the conversation, but be quiet. 6A.
All right, 6A. We got the same top 3 in the same order. Grayson, Buford, Carrollton. AJC closes out their top 10, starting at number 4 with Lowndes, Valdosta, McKeechin, Douglas County, North Gwinnett, Colquitt, and they brought in Hillgrove as they dropped Camden County, which I don't even know why they had them in there in the first place. All right. FNL closes out their top 10, starting at number 4 with Valdosta, McKeechin, Douglas County, North Gwinnett, Lowndes, Hillgrove, and Colquitt County.
That Lowndes Valdosta game is shaping up to be.
What you say, baby? You talking about the Thomas County Central rivalry, the Valdosta Lowndes rivalry, with both of them being undefeated and winning like this? My dog.
Yeah, that's gonna that game probably get sold out. Mr. Lorenzo, welcome to the podcast. He said Douglas County is overrated. Okay, what's your team, Mr. Lorenzo? Welcome. Mr. Kirksey says Milton versus Gainesville in 2 weeks is going to set the stage for everything. Really, I agree.
No, it ain't.
Why is not?
Because Gainesville is gonna do what Gainesville do.
Gainesville is loaded.
They've been loaded for the past 15,000 years.
No, they're extra loaded this year. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna, you know what? We gonna see. Like I say, my thing is Milton. Folks got to keep in mind, Milton is running what the sophomore at quarterback now over the freshman, who's being what he's supposed to be, a game manager. Manage the game. Don't turn over the ball. Get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. That's what the current quarterback of Milton is doing, and it's success. It's working for him. Nothing's going bad for him. You really think Milton is gonna let Gainesville beat them? And Gainesville has had all this hype for the past 3 years. New facilities, new coach, this, that, and the other bit. But them red elephants just can't get over the hump though. They can't. And they're not gonna get over the hump against Milton.
Bro, put Buford's schedule up on the screen for me. While we're speaking on the Milton.
Jimmy Westbrook says Carrollton looks like the dark horse.
I'll run with Douglas County before I run with Carrollton.
Now, look at that Buford Milton game, 20-13. Okay. Tell me what other team played Buford that tough?
Nobody.
See,
ain't nobody else gonna play them that tough for the rest of the season.
That's why when they was talking about this the year to get Buford and stuff like that, and I'm not knocking Jess, you know, I know she was one that said that and stuff, and I was just trying to tell
Milton.
Yeah, Milton. I mean, it's the year to get them, and no, it's not. Looking at that game, you just got to understand those were two juggernauts. So it looked sloppy, it looked messy, it looked like they're not that same Milton and stuff like that.
They didn't look bad though.
But guess what? That's still Milton, and they still gonna be a problem.
Agree. I never disagree with that. I said if. Because of the quarterback situation. I'm not saying that Milton, like last year, you said Milton and full stop Milton. You can't full stop this year. That's all I'm saying. You can't full stop.
Man, y'all can say what y'all want to say. The way Milton has been playing ball, tough competitive games, playing quality competition, they are prepared for region play. Gainesville, Roswell is not going to pose a threat to them in the region play. I don't care how you spin it.
Yeah, and again, they doing this with the makeshift quarterback position because Baker got hurt. So if he was to be in that game at the end of the game with Buford, I think we'd probably look at a different outcome. Not saying they would have beaten Buford, but possibly some overtime or something. Or if he would have been in throughout the remainder of the season, I just don't see anybody dealing with Milton right now at 5'8". And I know Thomas County is that pressure. Don't get me wrong. Thomas County and Langston Hughes will be that pressure. So I'm not saying that it's just Milton hands down. But if you think Milton is not the same Milton from last year, if they was one last year, shit, they won A1B this year because they still that team.
They're still good, but they listen. I stand by what I said. I don't think there's a question this year. There was absolutely positively no question last year.
And I agree. I understand what you're saying, babe. That's why I said I'm not saying what you said and what anybody else saying was wrong.
It's not like Milton is having a down year.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So if anybody kind of took your words of saying if you're going to get them, you better get them this year, to think that you saying Milton was down or something, then you're going to be surprised because that's still Milton.
You got a better chance. Mr. Lorenzo says he agrees with Mike. He says Gainesville can never get it done when it counts. Jimmy agrees about Milton. Hey, Mr. Robert, how you doing? Danny says Buford and Milton were two gladiators going at it for 48 minutes of intense physical football. Mr. Lorenzo says, I like Langston. Stop their running backs and you beat them. Who is them, Mr. Lorenzo? You saying if you stop,
we got a lot more to stop than just that.
If you stop Milton's running back, okay.
Because let's be honest, we saw those guys, and those guys are fast and physical. They don't mind. Now, yeah, we know that stud of a backer from Buford, like the decapitated one, but the kid jumped right back up. The kid jumped right back up and kept running the football. So that shows toughness that they got 2-3 head monsters back there at Milton taking handoffs.
See, but the thing that I think a lot of people sleep on with Milton is they got like 3 kids at receiver that are playmakers. Get the ball in any one of their hands in space. They gonna make something happen. The only thing I don't like about them is when we saw them against Buford, all 3 was stayed on the field and played in the secondary, cornerback and safety.
Yeah, they had to
That's
play
one
both
thing I
ways.
don't like. I think they switched that up because they got some people back because they won that full. They didn't have a full healthy roster in that game. And as I've been watching other games, all 3 haven't been playing in the secondary. So they do got some playmakers at receiver that can make some things happen. And in the return game.
With all that being said, I stand on what I said at the beginning of the year. I agree with Mr. Kersey. And what Mr. Lorenzo was saying, I still think it's Hughes' year, man. Hughes got a freaking track team over there.
Hughes in 15.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of which we're gonna talk about here in probably the next 2 weeks. Makeshift brackets. The luck of the draw for TCC. But they're gonna get in the playoff.
I'm gonna enjoy the ride there, though. I mean, because you can say you think Langston, and you wouldn't be wrong. It's legitimate, but all I'm saying is, oh man, the ride to get there. You talking about some good games to get there. It's not gonna be easy. So.
I don't think so, and I'm sorry, baby, to take your thunder on reading the comments, but on Mr. Wembley question, I think the brackets will show TCC can only face Hughes in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what that fare for Milton because they still may have to face Milton.
Danny says Milton has many weapons that they use at any time to hurt you just when you think you have stopped. Milton has players to step up to make critical plays when they need them. Mr. Lorenzo says, I like Westlake too. They've got athletes with no offensive line.
What you like them in? What you like them in?
In what, basketball or track? Because the show ain't football. Oh, you talking about girl fast pitch softball? Because it show ain't tackle football. Oh, they got a girl flag football team.
Now let's be honest though.
What's up?
Westlake region with Douglas County or is it Carrollton?
It don't matter, dog. What region they in?
I'm just saying because they should
be in the region with. I know they're in the region. I want to say Carrollton. They're in the region with Carrollton.
Look it up. What I call you Saturday? What's it? Penelope? Look it up, Penelope.
Man, I'm outside smoking now. I'm off the computer.
Doing our bowl, so. But either way it goes, I can see Westlake putting together a string of victories in because when you talking about Pebblebrook, like they just manhandled, if I'm not mistaken, East Coweta, in the region. When you start playing those type of teams and in your region and you start getting that confidence and winning, and you get into the playoffs, now, the luck of the draw is going to possibly put them against somebody that's going to probably bust them in the head. But Westlake do have the athletes. They should be second in their region. Or third because I think it's Douglas and Carrollton, if I'm not mistaken, in that region, y'all. If I'm not mistaken.
Sounds about right. About right.
But if that's the case, they'll get third. But either way, they'll probably win 1 or 2 games in the postseason. They have the athletes. I think coaching plays a factor up there at Westlake.
Coaching is the factor for them right now. Coaching is the factor for them, and players staying out of stupid trouble. Trying to protect the home girl in the hallways of the school before a big game. Come on, man. Just dumb.
It's power, baby. It's power. To Shane and Shane
And you ain't
Jr.
even getting it, and it got power over you like that.
Was the possibility. And
I
how you
guess.
know? And how you know? You don't know
Yeah,
what
you right.
you don't
You
know
right.
what people be doing. Trust me.
You
To
right.
Shane,
All I'm saying is this: Westlake don't make no more posts on social media before the game,
yes,
and
right.
stop cutting your ticket sales off early.
Let's see. To Shane and Shane Jr., welcome to the podcast. Said Creekside in 15. Jimmy Westbrook says, I don't think Buford will be in the ship. It just depends on how the things line up. But
Man, I'm sorry
I
to tell you,
think
at 6A right now, the way 6A is looking for Buford,
It all depends on if they on the side with Grayson. That's gonna pretty much
yeah,
tell it.
that's the only thing that matters. Yep.
Yeah,
Because
because
right
I
now, I do
mean,
think that's the only thing that can stop them.
yeah. Now maybe if they was in the same region, you'll probably be looking at it like, okay, you can see them play in the game and the regular season, and then can meet for the championship. But the fact that they're in different regions, I think if they have to cross Grayson before the championship game, they'll be home. But if they on a bracket on the opposite side of Grayson, you probably talking a Grayson Buford championship.
Hold on, you know what? We walking into week
Week
8 of the
7?
season?
Well, yeah, week
No,
8
no,
now.
week 8. So y'all
Mhm.
know what we're gonna end up doing in 2 weeks, right?
Looking at them brackets.
Look at the brackets.
Yep, we're
Doing
gonna be
our
looking at them
bracket
brackets for
predictions.
3 straight weeks.
Doing our bracket predictions.
For 3 straight weeks.
Yep. Jimmy says Milton will make it to the championship before Buford will this year. Book it. Heather says, what about those saying Gainesville wins that region?
And would.
Oh man, see y'all finna make me go back in the house. Hold on.
What's going on,
Buff,
Jamal? How you doing, friend?
she
What's
said
up, bro?
Gainesville gonna win the region.
She said, what about those saying it? She didn't say Gainesville was gonna win. She asked the question. Y'all just
No,
don't.
I know that. I'm just saying though, my thing is when y'all gonna stop putting all this, when y'all gonna stop putting your eggs in the basket for Gainesville though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Chris says TCC versus Milton in the semifinals. Mr. Wynn says Hughes and TCC, Carson Baker and Deuce Lawrence, running back showdown. Man, what you
My
talking
Lord.
about?
I know Carson up there at Langston can run the football. But that Deuce,
Got to be more careful.
that kid's special. And I saw it. You know what I mean? I would love to get up there and watch Langston back. You know, you hear about him, you see him on film and stuff like that. I would love to see him because I saw Deuce on film. But seeing that guy full speed, eye contact, person to person, that's a hell of a running back. And again, man, y'all hear me say it all the time, man. Shout out number 9, Cam Brooks, man. Sweetest, humble kid you ever want to meet. But when he got down, put that helmet on, and it go between them hashes, that's a dog.
He hit that switch.
That's a switch turn on, bro.
So on the
Switch turn on.
screen, hey, so real fast on the screen, we got Gainesville remaining schedule on the screen. Seconder, easy win. Chattahoochee, easy win. They got 2 games that they got to win. Milton and Roswell. I'm not
And
giving
me
the Milton
personally,
game, and Roswell is flip a coin for me.
yeah, I think they lose both this year. I really do. I really do.
Cause we just gonna go back. We just gonna look at what they did last year, right? Who they lost to in the region last year? Milton and Roswell.
They did. They did.
It's gonna end up being the same. Actually, damn. They gonna lose to the same 3 teams this year that they lost to last year.
Buford?
Carrollton.
Carrollton,
No.
Roswell, and
Carrollton,
Milton.
Milton, and Roswell.
Yeah.
The same 3 teams. Can't get over the hump.
Mr. Lorenzo says, I think he's talking about Buford. He says Buford is in the region with Douglas County and Carrollton.
No, that's Westlake.
No.
Westlake. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I don't know if they made the playoffs. Amanda Wright, welcome to the podcast. Mr. Kirksey says both TCC and Langston will be number 1 in their region, so we will be on the opposite sides of the bracket.
About time. I would love to see that matchup.
Yeah. Chauncey Connell says, which class has the best football from top to bottom?
Me personally at this time, I think it's 2A.
Shit, 4A. It's only two teams. It's only two teams in 2A, dog. Carver and Carver.
I mean, 4A got a hell of a lineup from top to
4A,
bottom.
5A, 6A division, single A division 1. And
but 2A, man, like, we talk Carver and it's Carver, and that's true. But when you look up and down the board, man, 2A and Division 1 with the Thomasville, the Worths, the Toombs, the Northeast, like, man, those smaller classification 2A and 1A, the single A Division 1 are the top two for me.
I do better telling you which one it ain't, and that's Division 3A. 3A. Okay, that's all I can tell you.
So on the screen right now, we got Westlake's remaining schedule. Westlake's remaining schedule. They got to play They got Carrollton coming up and Douglas County back to back. That's 2 losses for them right there.
And he is.
Yeah.
They'll beat Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill and Pebblebrook if they ain't played them yet. And
no, they ain't got no Pebblebrook. It's Carrollton, Douglas County, Chapel Hill, and East Coweta.
Okay. Yeah.
With them only winning by 6 points to Hateville Charter, if that don't speak volumes to you right there, I don't know what does.
And who is this now?
Westlake.
Oh, yeah. Earl says that Milton and
Stop, baby. Just erase the ILF. Go ahead. Just erase the ILF and go from there.
Stop interrupting me.
No, Earl Brooks no better than the
Okay, all right. Okay, so when Milton, can I say when, sir?
There you go.
Thank you. When Milton and TCC both win their region, they'll be on the same side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be one hell of a semifinal then.
My. Jamarcia,
well, it could be a quarter though. It could be a quarter with both of them being one seeds.
See, that's why, like,
that's why the power rankings work, babe.
Yeah. Jamarcia Speak, welcome to the podcast. Let's see. Tick says Chivalry ain't dead thirsty. Darius says if Milton wins out, they'll meet TCC in the semis like Lee did last year.
Okay. Well, that's good then.
Let's see. What's going on, Deshaun? What's up? How you doing? Dwayne says Valdosta will make the semifinals this year. Darius says if Buford and Grayson went out, they're on the opposite sides.
That was your championship right there.
Danny says what I've noticed is some of the teams have had a cupcake schedule to start out the season and just had their way with their opponents. But when they play some real tough competition, they struggle on all sides of the football field. Ryan Wembley says with the numbers Creekside is putting up, do they make it back to the championship this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy says 6A would be his choice for the best.
But that's the thing about 6A. Once you talk Buford and Grayson, you can talk your Lowndes and Valdosta now. But again, once they come up above the fall line, how good do they do? So, that's the type of stuff you have to look at. Putting these teams on even playing fields, matching up from top to bottom 10-1. You do that in every classification. You look at 2A and Division 1, like go down from top 5 and 6A, and you can tell me, we know this is going to possibly be the matchup, Buford and Grayson. But in 2A, we know Carver should be there. But, man, you can go all the way probably about down to number 8 in 2A and say, man, this who Carver can face in the championship. Like in single A Division 1. I mean, you can say Thomasville and Worth. You can say Toombs. You can say Northeast Macon. You can say Hurd. Like, it just so many teams in that classification that you just don't know.
And let's not forget about Division 2. You got Lincoln County. You got You got Lincoln County. You
That's
got
it.
Bowden. No, you
Nah.
don't.
You can stop. You can stop right there.
No, you got some.
Girl, you can stop at Lincoln County. You can stop at Lincoln County.
Last year, I think it was kind of strong because Irwin was kind of relevant and
Well, not
the most stuff
Irwin.
was
I ain't
going
talking about
on. But
Irwin, but
now,
Lincoln. So you saying Lincoln County gonna win it all? Bowden lost, but Bowden is still strong.
yeah,
Okay,
I
let me
mean,
shut
yeah,
up.
but no. See, that's what you think we be trying to go against you, but I'm just trying to say, think about this. You had Sly, you had Manchester, you had Lincoln, you had Bowden. You see, you had all of these teams, Brooks, you know what I'm saying, Clinch, Irwin, you had all of these teams. That's not the man, come on, man. Macon County dead, Sly dead, Manchester dead. You know, Irwin dead. Like it's just not the same when you start talking
You
about the
still got
calibers like it
some
was last year.
competition. You still got
Well,
competition, but
I got a
okay.
question for y'all.
What?
Are y'all look at the screen
I am. That
and
would never
tell me
fly.
this top 10 in the power rankings in 5A is not hilarious to y'all?
Yeah,
But yeah, and we
yeah.
know that it wouldn't work that way simply because Houston County and Lee County would be out the door already. And then you got some in
Gainesville will be
Roswell
out. Roswell will be
will
out
be
because
out.
Milton gonna win.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Lovejoy gonna be out because Hughes gonna win.
Yeah.
I
But
just find this 5A hilarious. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, right? We're gonna jump straight down to 3A because nothing power rankings, it don't matter till you get down to 3A, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see where we at today in 3A as of today after this past weekend.
and you can move Aquinas out of there.
Damn, Peach County jumped up 4 spots.
Oh, I feel honored. Let's see. Ian Odom, welcome from Virginia. Thank you for listening to us. Warwick upset Phoebus last weekend. Yeah, y'all, you were talking about Phoebus a lot. Last weekend. So did they get beat bad or was it a close game, Mr. Odom? Welcome.
Man, Harris is Katusa in there, man.
Dog. Okay. Yeah.
Scroll back up to the top 10 again. Let me see something, bro.
Let's see why you do that. I'm fixing to read. Jordan BJ says, I think Lincoln County will win it all this year. Chauncey says D2 was a lot more loaded last year. Mr. Kirk says, we know, shut up. We know the top side of 5A. Who's y'all sleeper in 5A that can make a run?
5A. I mean, me personally, I stand on what I said, man. I like that Roswell team, man. I think that Roswell team can make some noise and do some stuff that not expected. You're not expected because of the region you play in behind Milton. Mm-hmm. And you know who TCC is, you know who Langston is, you know who Milton is. You looking at Roswell like you ain't beat none of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they can pull something out and make a little run in that playoff.
Yeah, like Walton upset Buford the other year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Miss, did I say hello to you, Miss Wright? How you doing, Miss Amanda? She said it's going to be a good game between Thompson and Burke County Friday. I think Burke County wins that game, Miss Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got a weak schedule. We might be ranked at number 4 in the power ranking.
Who said that?
Mr. Westbrook. Y'all number 1.
Yeah, you know y'all number 1.
But
how you forget y'all go? Look at y'all opponents.
He said his schedule is weak.
Man, look at y'all opponents' winning percentage, man. Y'all over 50, y'all over 500 opponents, and then your opponents' is over 500. Then all of that stuff matter, man.
Yeah. Darius agrees with you. He says he likes Roswell. That quarterback can spin it.
Yes, Roswell would be the sleeper in 5A to me.
Okay. Warwick was a trap game for Phoebus. They were looking ahead to Highland Springs, the number 2 team in Virginia. We need to play some of these Virginia teams.
Man, stop.
Listen, Mr. Wynn, since you've seen both teams, who do you think Phoebus would match up well with in the state of Georgia? Just tell me. And what, like, if they were to play in Georgia, what classification would they be in? Who would they
No,
match?
hold on. Mr. Wynn is a Lee County guy, right?
He's a Lee County guy. He lives in Lee
I know.
County. He's from North Carolina. He was stationed in Virginia, and now he's in Lee County. So he knows a little bit about he knows
Okay,
a
man.
thing or two about a thing or two.
I wasn't challenging what you were
I
saying
didn't say
about it.
you were
Like,
challenging me. I just wanted you to
I know.
let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I said I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If Lee County played them, who wins, sir? I mean, that's simple. Like that type of talent that's up there is just, it don't hold a candle to Georgia talent.
Okay,
They
that's
not.
you saying it, but I want to
that's
hear
why.
his opinion.
Yeah, that's why I said the team he watches and follows right now is Lee County. Lee County would beat them.
Virginia teams are not used to the physicality of Georgia high school football.
We gonna ask Mr. Wynn, who's seen both. Ian says Raiders 34, Phantom 20. Because in my opinion, y'all Georgia homers. I need his opinion, his expert opinion. Oh, Marquise, I'm so sorry. You know I wouldn't do that, Marquise. They be talking a lot. How you doing, nephew? Shout out to you. Raiders 34, Phantom 20. Michael Nicole Bell, welcome to the podcast. How about those Worth County Rams? Y'all play, do they play Thomasville this week? Yeah, that's Ian says Phoebus against TCC.
Man, stop.
Dwayne says Phoebus would be in 5A.
Hold on, we talking about the Phoebus in Chesapeake?
Yes.
I think Phoebus is in Chesapeake.
I don't know. They're in Virginia, is all I can tell you. And so, I would just.
I'm asking him. No, I'm asking, is Phoebus in Chesapeake? To the listener, so I'm not paying attention to the comments right now. So
I don't know.
I just need a yes or no.
Steven says, I don't agree. The talent is there, but they invest in their programs in Georgia, in Hampton. It's in Hampton.
Phoebus in Hampton. Oh man, Georgia's gonna beat them boys now.
Is that the Tidewater area?
Yeah, it's all Tidewater. Yeah, Hampton, okay. Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake.
I've heard they've always
Newport News
in that area.
They got what?
I said I've heard that they have good talent in the Tidewater area of Virginia. That's all.
Yeah, they got some good basketball talent, but their football talent can't compete with us.
Okay, so Mr. Wynn, do you think Lee County would beat Phoebus? Okay, so it's Hampton. All right. He said, yes, Tidewater, Hampton Roads. Okay.
Man, but a bunch of Navy brats up there.
I would love to see it, though. I would love to see it. What's that team Sean used to talk about all the time? And y'all know this
team out in Virginia Beach. I can't think the name of it now.
He said Lee County would beat Phoebus. Okay.
The thing about Virginia high school football, they're just not used to the physicality that Georgia plays with.
Oh, okay.
They more finesse up there instead of being physical. They're more finesse. Whereas in Georgia, interior are physical, and and then you got your skill that are finesse.
Got you.
Virginia ain't used to that.
Well, y'all, it's almost my bedtime. I need beauty rest, and I have to do my nightly ritual. So,
shit. Sis, tell me what to do then.
We'll come back and see y'all on Wednesday. Make sure you come back. The Wizard will have his predictions, and we'll talk a little bit more. We'll probably get a little bit more into the power rankings and stuff then too. So,
and we'll do our best to be on time by 7:15.
Yes, we apologize.
My bad. I was hungry.
Deshaun says, "Okay, we said we have a same week schedule and power rankings. We ended up number 2 behind Ringo, and they didn't even make it to the dance. And the team that beat them, we brutally beat Burke County. If our running back had not fumbled, they probably would have been scoreless. We're going back to the dance. Go and get your outfit together." Okay. All right, sis. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Might push the
Huh?
goddamn button.
Okay.